We've been wed for 60 years, great reason to rejoice. And for this anniversary, a diamond is the choice. So appropriate for Pauline, my ever-loving wife. So fair, so bright, so full of light, the jewel of my life. Though sometimes when she tells me I must take more exercise, or I should change my comfy clothes, go out and socialise, when a quiet evening with a book is all that I desire, but she makes me go and see a play, or hear some female choir, or she makes me eat more of this and very much less of that, or indicates she'd rather see me in a different hat, then I can't help remembering, despite its inner glow, that diamond is the hardest rock we know. Yes, we've been wed for 60 years, and we heartily rejoice. And for this anniversary, the diamond's a fine choice. How suitable this is for my dear husband Dick, a treasure, a valuable investment, and an endless source of pleasure. Though sometimes, say when I've been weeding absolutely hours, he comes and tells me sternly that I've pulled up half his flowers. Or when he complains of waiting because I'm spending too much time selecting my best earrings, as though that were a crime. When he says we can't refurbish our outdated lower floor, when it's not been done for ages, a year, or even more. Then I can't help remembering, despite its inner glow, the diamond is the hardest rock we know. But when the chips are down and circumstance afflicts us with every blow of fate that is inflictable, when we're up the creek, which is incidentally noxious, and the absence of a paddle is predictable, when the skies are grey and stormy, the waters keep on rising, and the sun at noon is daily undetectable, when we're going to the dogs, and the people now in power should have been considered unelectable, when the codes have all been changed, the passwords are mislaid, and the man who knows the answers is completely uncontactable, when snails eat the begonias, squirrels chew the fruit, light gets the tomatoes, and the bindweed is intractable, when the barbarians at the gate, and the wolfers at the door, and the ravages of time are ineluctable, still, through 60 years together, we have proved our bond is, like the diamond, famously indestructible.
Found one that's actually as old as your romance. In 62 years, that's when the original of this was written. Now what I've done, it's a much more sanitized version than what I heard from the back there. But if what, and it's audience participation as well. So if I were to start like this, la 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 la, 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 la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. See, you already know it. Right, well, this is slightly altered version from that, but it's still from, we found Max Bygraves singing in Gilly Gilly, Ossen Pfeffer, Katzenell and Bogan by the Sea, which you are all aware of, aren't you?
No, yes, one of my favourites.
You noticed everybody up this end here. You can't wait. Well, it goes like this. There was a little house.
There was a little house
In Leigh-on-Sea.
in Leigh-on-Sea
Where a young Miss Webster.
where a young Miss Webster
Sat in reverie.
sat in reverie,
And her dream came true.
and her dream came true.
Quite unexpectedly, in arty-farty, hoity-toity, ritzy-glitzy, thought they by the sea. She was out one day,
She was out one day,
dancing to and fro,
dancing to and fro,
when a handsome lad
when a handsome lad
stopped to say hello.
said hello,
And before she knew,
and before she knew,
he kissed her tenderly in arty-farty, hoity-toity, ritzy-glitzy, Bombay by the sea. Now the happy pair were married one rainy Saturday afternoon, and off they went to Bournemouth to spend their honeymoon. Now in a lovely house,
in the lovely house,
oh so pristine,
oh so pristine,
is that old Dick
called Dick
and his fair Pauline,
and his fair Pauline.
and they've been together now for 60 years in matrimonial harmony, raising of the family, banjo playing and gardening, dancing, knitting and decorating, painting, sewing and partying, earning the money to do these things in hoity-toity, arty-farty, ritzy-glitzy, north by the sea. Once more. Arty-farty, hoity-toity, ritzy-glitzy, north by the sea.